we're a multi-award winning interior design company. Various projects in London, around Europe. We've just finished a hotel in Spain for Lionel Messi. Currently we won Best European Award for that, and we won Best Spanish Award for that also. Because of our skills, I suppose, in interior design. Hi, this is Cochrane Design Offices. So our office, we're based in Chelsea in London. It's Chelsea Design Quarter, which is the most important place you can be if you're a designer in London. Very many awards. We've got everything from Best European Hotel to Best London Residence, Best Hotel in Spain, Best Office in London. 25, 26 awards, which have been got over the last 7-8 years. Dan here, who runs our project management side. Dan. Eleanor Weaver, who's my head designer at Cochrane Design.
But we're also able to do things that are slightly different and slightly out of the box, and I think our style's been evolving with us over the years. Yeah, so we've worked with Helen Mirren before, who's an Oscar-winning actress, one of the members of the boy band Westlife, which is owned by Lionel Messi.
I personally specialise in project delivery and development management. Absolutely, so that site specifically it's an existing site which was given permission for a college, a primary care trust, like a healthcare centre. I think that's where we come together well and complement each other. So we have Cochrane Design's excellent design heritage, and I also think specifically in Hastings, as I said before, they're doing the right thing. So they're not just...
Hi, at the moment we're in South Molton Street, which is one of the main streets in Mayfair. We have some of the most expensive shops in England. There's a lot of other filming going on at the same time, which is always good. This is one of my apartment projects. We have up the top floor. It's a penthouse we had over there. One of the most expensive penthouses in London. Again, now we're getting further down Mount Street. We have the Connaught Hotel. It's one of my favourite hotels. It has the Connaught Bar, which is one of the most biggest award-winning bars. So even just looking at our house here, we're looking at about, as a finished product, about £30 million. An important thing, I think, is they bought it many years ago, and they bought it as an investment. And now, like with all property in England and all property in prime London, if you wait long enough, then it will always make probably double, treble, even quadruple your money. I believe since they bought this, it's gone up 3 times the amount. So if you started off with 10 million, now they have 30 million. Now, 90% of the UK is taken up by greenbelt land, which basically is land you cannot build on. So, for such a small island, we have a lot of natural demand. Now, what we don't have is supply. And over the next 10 years, that supply is never going to reach the point that it's needed. Well, as I said earlier, we've already got a 3 million deficit. With an increasing population, we've got a problem. So from the property point of view, it's almost as supply and demand works in every economic state. Hi, here we've come to Hastings. This is one of our first projects here. We bought the whole building from top to bottom. We've renovated it all, we've made it look very old, using special materials, woods and things to try and make it look a bit more authentic and a bit more correct for the area. Now, Hastings is, unlike a few of the places in London that have dropped, has actually been steadily going up over the last 5 years. In fact, quite a safe pace. And what we don't want to do is invest in somewhere there might be a bubble. Like, we're a bit worried about the north of England with Manchester and Liverpool, where it's growing too fast, and with everything that grows too fast, it tends to fall again.
Everyone else does, let alone the free. And we've already established ourselves as in the top 2 agents in Hastings and East Sussex, the St Leonard's area. We're having a massive influx of London buyers, and that's normally with Hastings, is the prices in Hastings compared to anywhere else is completely different. But there's plenty going on in Hastings. The links to London, the links into the town are a lot better, where I've seen the market jump up in 20 years to anywhere else around us. So there's still massive growth, I believe, coming in the next 5 to 10 years.
That's a job. It's a very up and coming area. It's a very cool area. There's a few more on the coast which we are looking at, but also have this a similar sort of feel. So that we're looking for all these the next new thing. That's what England's all about. Everyone wants to be in the next best thing.
Hastings is a better place to live. There's more jobs, better quality of life down here. And as I said, you're now having people moving, let alone in the next 4 or 5 years of of just the general increase.
The national earnings average in England is between 25 and 30,000. Now, a one-bedroom flat in Hastings will cost 100,000, maybe a bit, but we're selling at 130 at the moment. In Hastings, it's actually cheaper to buy a flat than to rent a flat.
The main thing for me personally is I quite like honesty and transparency. I like going into a property knowing what's been done, not being told any lies about any corners that are cut. Cotton's like, it's just quality. I mean, that's just the one word if you wanted me to sum up. It's just a quality product.
So that's why we like Hastings because it's very low priced. So it's given us, in fact, more opportunity because we're buying lower, we're finding more deals, and we're still selling at the same price.
So on average, if you wanted me to on average on every single property we've got under offer, the average is probably 2 to 3 weeks. If you guys, quite happily, if we do 50 a month, I'll get a bigger office.
So I think we've already met one of the guys from Made. Now what this represents is just we've sold 2 more properties. So now, as you can see, we've sold just about every property we have that's for sale. This is Leighton Road, which is 10 apartments we bought all together. So here we've done a whole building of 10. Now, because we do the outside of the building as well as the inside of the buildings, you get the whole kind of package, which is a lot more kind of exciting to the buyers. Now, all the flats that we have sold within 10 days. The national average is actually 10 weeks. Here we have Darcy Hall. This is this whole building, and we're going to create a hotel here. It was originally a hotel. It's a very historic building, and now we're recreating it and making it back into its sort of former glory. Here we've kept as much of the original building as we can, because in England, like the traditional buildings are very, very popular. Here we're very fortunate, we've got all this sort of beautiful woodwork, right down to the skirtings, and outside we have, as you can see, a beautiful picture of the sea. So it's perfect. Huge currency fluctuations between the yen and the pound. Well, because of the uncertainty of Brexit, but the fact is, as soon as certainty comes back, good or bad, to be honest, it will rise again. It is basically, if you can sit with it for the next 10 years, you will make a fortune. You know, it's the best opportunity. I have all my own money. It's all based in property. Everything that I own has been for over the last 20 years.